playing. And of course, if it's too loud, too quiet, you can always let me know either by unmuting or putting it in the chat box. That's definitely not playlist. We're gonna be moving through the decades with our music today, starting with a little bit of 70s, working our way up to current hits. So let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up. We're gonna start with hips or feet hip width apart, coming down to a squat. Then we're gonna pick that knee up, nice big hip opener. Squat it down, that other leg, draw a nice big circle. With that knee. Again, feet should be hip width apart. If you need to, you can turn those toes out slightly, just making sure those knees don't cave in. You want to always push them out. Draw that big circle. As we open up our hips, warming up that lower body. After this, we're going to come into some good mornings. So keeping our feet where they are. We're going to bring our hands to our head. Bending those knees as we hinge it over in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands by our head, hinge it over, push that butt back, keep that back nice and straight, just the butt being pushed back. Those knees should barely be bending, keeping that nice soft bend. Those knees are not locked in. Warming up our hamstrings now, getting the back of those thighs. Get that 10 seconds. Then we're going to come down to a plank position and do some shoulder taps in 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it on down. Hands and toes. Tapping that hand to that opposite shoulder. If you need to, take it down to the knees. Modified version. Again, this is just the warm up. We don't have to go all out. Slowly tap in that hand to opposite shoulder. Now we're starting to warm up that upper body. Hopefully you're starting to feel a little warm by now. We got 10 seconds. Then we're gonna hold that plank and come into the world's greatest stretch in 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a big step with that right foot. Meet the outside of that right hand and twist that right arm up. Place it back, switching sides. Left arm or left foot out, left arm up. Alternating steps. Just feeling this out all over. This is honestly, as it's called, the world's greatest stretch. You get your hips, get your spine, get your glutes. 10 more seconds, then we stand up. We're gonna finish it out with some jumping jacks. Ooh, we got Alex outside, I love it. Let's stand it on up. Jumping jacks. If you need to, slow it down, modified. Step jacks. We're keeping it going. The next 30 seconds. Then we get a little recovery as I explain the structure of today's class. And for those of you, again, if you are from another site, please put it in the chat box. We got 10 more seconds. We're just bringing that heart rate up for the next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and relax. If you need some water, go ahead and grab it. Take in those nice deep breaths. And then go ahead and listen to me because we're going to move into our first circuit, which is core. The way class is set up for all 3 circuits is we're going to have a pair of movements, A and B. We're going to do them both twice. So A, B. Then that 5th set, we're going to combine those 2 movements into a ladder style. For those of you that don't know what ladder style means, that means we're going to start with 1 rep of each, then 2 reps of each, then 3 reps of each, all the way up until our time runs out. So here are our 2 moves. Laying on our back, legs bent, keeping the shins parallel to the ground, hands by our head. We're going to bring elbow to that opposite knee, crunch. We're going to do 1 set of those Then our second movement, alternating leg extensions, making sure you push that lower back into the ground. You're just going to extend those legs out. So those are our two movements. Let's bring it down onto the ground. Everybody getting in position. We're laying on our back. Legs are bent. Feet are shins are parallel. Bring your hands to your head. You're starting your cross crunches in 3, 2, 1. Elbow to that opposite knee. Moving our way into our 80s music with this core circuit. And again, you should bring in the elbow to your knee, not bringing the knee towards your elbow. You want to really reach with those shoulder blades off the ground. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. We get a quick little recovery, only 10 seconds, so don't get too comfortable. Now we do our leg extensions in 3, 2, 1. Slowly extend one leg out of this time. Do not let that back arch. If you want to kick it up a notch, instead of extending one at a time, extend both legs at the same time. That'll be that advanced option. And again, hand options, you can either keep them under your hips, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, pick those hands up over your chest. You got 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. Coming back to that first movement, cross crunch in 3, 2, 1. Hands by our head. Take it to that opposite knee. We have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. Quick recovery. Either take those hands under your hips or you're bringing them over your chest. Either way, leg extensions in 2, 1. Send those legs out. And again, if you want that challenge, take both legs out at the same time. Or if you need to modify it, instead of extending that leg all the way out, you're just going to keep it bent and drop the toes down. That'll be that modified version. And you'll know you need to modify if you can't keep that lower back on the ground. That pelvic tilt is what's engaging your core and activating the proper muscles. We just have 4 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here it is, our ladder style. We're going to do 1 rep of both of these movements, then 2, then 3, then so on and so on. Go in 5, 4, 3, 2. Starting with that cross crunch, pick it up. 1 tap on both knees and extend 1 leg at a time. Now we do 2 cross crunches, tapping those knees twice. 2 of those leg extensions on each side. Then 3. Moving again at your own pace, whether it is faster or slower than mine. This is your workout. Just make sure in those cross crunches, shoulder blades are coming up, and in those leg extensions, that back is not arching. We have 20 seconds remaining. How high up this ladder can you climb? 10 seconds. You got this. Breathe through it for 4, 3, 2, 1. You get to relax. 30 seconds to recover. So if you need some water, now is your time to go ahead and use this recovery. Otherwise, watching for our next movement. We have legs up, toe touches, lifting those shoulders off the ground. Second exercise, crisscrossing those legs all the way down and raising it back up. Crisscross, back to that leg raise. First we have our toe touch in 3, 2, 1, reach hands up. And if you have a dumbbell, a water bottle, your maple syrup bottle, this is your chance to hold on to it. Add some resistance with this core movement. You should really be feeling it in those upper abdominals right now as you crunch those arms up. You got 3, 2, 1, we recover. Now we move, second exercise, leg or crisscrosses to that leg raise. Our scissor kicks in 2, 1, crisscross it all the way down. Press that lower back nice and flat. Then raise it straight back up. If your back begins to arch, just don't drop those legs as low. Just keep it up a little bit higher. Then come back to that starting position. If you want to advance it, same like with our first pairing, you can bring those arms over your chest. Got 3, 2, 1, let's relax. Don't get too comfortable. Because we're back to our toe touches in 3, 2, 1, reach those hands up to those feet. You got 20 seconds. Single digit, then our quick recovery before we move into those scissor kicks. Let's go ahead and relax. Quick 10 seconds. Keep those legs in the air. Pick your hand placement. We drop in 3, 2, 1. Crisscross it down. Pick it up. Nice and quick. Make sure that lower back never leaves the ground. We got 15 seconds. Then we move into our ladder style after this. Just like that first grouping, we're going to do 1 rep each, then 2, and we add 1 each time. Let's relax. Quick recovery. We got 10 seconds. Pick those legs up. We got 1 toe touch, 1 scissor kick in 3, 2, 1, toe touch. Scissor kick it down. Then moving at your own pace. Once you come back up, 2 toe touches, 2 scissor kicks. Woo! That core is not warmed up by now. It should be. Mine is definitely on fire. And we're already halfway through. This is our last core movement. You get a whole minute to recover after this. Work for that recovery. Earn that entire minute that I'm going to give you. Yeah, 10 seconds. How high can you finish on this ladder in the next 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax. Grab some water. You're already done with 1 circuit. 2 more to go. Move on to strength. This is where, if you have your dumbbells, you're gonna go ahead and grab them. You have a squat. So holding those hands up at your shoulders, I want you to hold it with your palms facing in, and you'll see why. So first, nice simple squat, nice and easy. That's our first movement. Second movement, Arnold press. So you're gonna do both at the same time. I'm just not because of my wrist. But palms facing in, you turn that elbow out, you press up. You bring it back in, you draw it in. Those are our 2 movements We start with our squat, so if you have those weights, grab them up, and let's bring it down. Feet should be hip width apart, squatting down like you're sitting in a chair. You're keeping those shoulder blades squeezed back. And now we've moved into our 90s music. Woo! Got 10 seconds. 5 more. Then our Arnold press. 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. Now we have our Arnold press again. Palms facing in. You're gonna turn that elbow out, press it up. Bring it down, turn it back in. Go ahead and meet me when you're ready. Bring it out. Up, down, in, out, up, down, in. Once you get it down, you can move at your own pace, whether again, faster or slower than mine. You're gonna work those shoulders, whether you got weights or no weights. If you don't have weights, you can even grab some bottles you have laying around for 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and relax. Ooh, this right arm is gonna feel so different than this left arm. We squat it down in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down like you're sitting in a chair. And try to keep those elbows up. Don't let them draw down. You want to keep it nice and horizontal to those shoulders. You got 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick little shake out of the arms if you need to. Our Arnold presses in 4, 3, 2, 1. We come out, up, down, in, out, up, down, in. Keeping that going. Nice, Alex. You got this, Mike. So your palms are facing in, then they turn out. And when you raise them out, palms should be facing away from you. When they come in, palms facing in. So, out, up, down, in. We got 5 seconds, and then our ladder in 3, 2, 1. Let's recover. Now we do 1 squat, 1 Arnold press. 2 squats, 2 Arnold presses. You guys know the routine. We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 squat, 1 Arnold press, 2 squats, 2 Arnold presses. How high up can you climb in this minute? And making sure as you raise those arms up, don't let that back arch. You still want to keep that nice straight line, tuck the hips right under your body. We're halfway there. Moving through this strength circuit, just 20 seconds to go. Then we get to move on to our hamstrings and our back. Just 5 more seconds. Finish out whatever rep you're on, and then go ahead and relax. You got 30 seconds, so grab that water if you need it. And you're watching me. Romanian deadlift, slight bend in those hips. We hinge it over till our hands are parallel or right to our mid-shin. Then you power it up, down, up. Romanian deadlift. Then our second exercise, hanging that deadlift, we're going to row those arms up. So those are our 2 moves. Let's go ahead, deadlift it. Meet me when you're ready. Hinge those hips down. Have a nice loose grip on your weight or whatever you're holding on to so that you don't fatigue those forearms too quickly. Make sure you imagine squeezing those shoulder blades back, then hinging over. I don't want to see any arches in the back. Keep that nice and straight. 3, 2, 1, we rest. Now we come all the way down. We're gonna hold it, and we're just gonna row those arms up the entire time. We go in 3, 2, 1, row those arms up. Keep those elbows right by your side. Squeeze those shoulder blades together every time you roll those arms up. Again, imagine there's that pencil there. Just squeezing it between those shoulder blades. You got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stand it up. Shake out the legs, shake out the arms. Do whatever dance you need to reset. Romanian deadlift in 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. You pick it up. And at the top of that lift, you squeeze those glutes. But making sure, again, not overextending. You just want to stop once you're nice, tall, straight line. We have 10 seconds. And our quick little recovery, only 10 seconds, so not getting too comfy. 3, 2, 1, we recover. Shake up the legs if you need to. Do your little dance. We row in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms up. Keep those eyes looking down, about 2 feet in front of you. Keep that neck nice and neutral. Don't look up. Don't look at anything else. 2 feet in front of you. You have 15 seconds, and then our ladder styles. You guys have done 3 of these now. I believe you know how to do it. 1 rep of each, then 2. In 3, 2, 1. We relax. We got 1 deadlift, 1 row, then 2 of each, 3 of each. We're gonna go ahead, get started in 5 seconds. Get in position. 3, 2, 1. Row it down, row, come up. And we do 2 Romanian deadlifts. 2 rows. And even though these aren't the same moves as that first pairing, maybe you try to match how high you climbed with those squats, or better yet, maybe you try to beat that number. Give you something to work towards. We're halfway there. 20 seconds. And then we're going to be 2/3 of the way done with this workout. We finish it out with core, nice and explosive, getting that heart rate out, burning up those calories in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. We can put those weights down because we're moving into cardio, all body weight. Our first 2 moves, we have a shuffle. So starting at the edge of your space, you're going to come down low, kicking off this first leg first, just shuffling down, end of your line, then shuffle it down all the way to the other. That's your first move. Second move, jump lunges. Coming down into those lunges if you need to. Low impact, just step back those lunges. Those are our 2 moves. Bring it to the edge. We shuffle it in 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat it down, shuffle it over. Once you reach the end, shuffle it back. Move it as fast as you want to. Just making sure you're keeping a consistent pace. Or if you want to challenge yourself, speed up that pace throughout this set. You still got just over 10 minutes. Plenty of time if you want to speed it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's recover. Don't get too comfortable. Jump lunges. Or if you need to, step it back. We go in 2, 1. Drop those lunges. Down to the ground, making sure both legs 90 degrees, stopping right before that back leg touches the ground. And again, if you need to, step it back. That's fine. And maybe you alternate between the two. I want you to keep your body moving. 10 seconds. 2, 1, we rest. We're getting ready. Shuffle it over. In 3, 2, 1, we shuffle. Ooh. Those lunges get our heart rate up a little bit faster. Again, try to stay nice and low in this shuffle. Almost like you're in a squat. Here we are to today's music. Funky 21. Ooh, kind of long. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Jump lunges. Woo. Take that deep breath. You go in 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. And again, when you come down, that leading leg, just like that squat, don't let it cave in. Push, push, push it out. You want it to be aligned with that ankle to cause no type of knee injury. Woo. You have 10 seconds. Keep it moving. You got this, Mike. I see you, Alex. Killing it for 3, 2, 1. Let's take those legs out. Now, we combine it. We're going to shuffle it to one end, one jump lunge. Shuffle it to the other, shuffle it back. That's 2. Go in 3, 2, 1. Shuffle it down. This is 1 jump lunge. Shuffle it down. 1, 2 jump lunges. 1, 2, and come back. 3. Now we do 3. Keep it up. We're halfway there, you guys. Woo. If you weren't feeling warm before, definitely should be now. 3, 4. You guys are doing awesome. We are in single digits. 2, 1. Let's recover. Woo. Holy moly. 30 seconds. Our final. Keep raising this hand like I can make finger signs. 2 more moves. That is it. Our first move. We're on the ground. Plank jack. Second move. Half burpees. Hands down, jump it back, jump it up. Those are our 2. We start with our plank jack. Let's bring it down. Meet me when you are ready. Jump those feet out. If you need to, low impact. Tap the toes out. Just make sure hand is right under that shoulder. If you need to modify it even more, take it to the knees. Sidestep those knees out. We have 10 seconds. You guys are all doing beautiful. We just have 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's recover. Our half burpee. Hands down. Step or jump the feet back. And step or jump the feet back. And don't forget that little hop. Going 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Jump it back. In, up, or step it back. Step it in. Extend onto your toes, lifting those heels. off the ground. And if you have any wrist problems, like me, you make a fist. That way your wrist can stay nice and neutral. We have 7 more seconds. Keep it up, Mike. You got this, Alex, Nina, and Marie, Deborah, KB. You got it. Let's recover. Here we go. Our last time doing each of these solo sets. Plank jacks in 3, 2, 1. Jump or step those feet out, or even the knees if you're modified. And same with like the half burpees. If your wrists are starting to hurt, make that fist. Hold those knuckles down. That's 20 seconds. I want you to keep moving. Even if you're tired, slow it down then, modify it. Only reason you should stop is if you are completely out of breath, in which case, slow that pace down, or if you need that water, stay hydrated. Let us recover for 10 seconds. Here we are, half burpees. We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumper step, those feet back. Don't forget that little hop. We have 20 seconds. And I'm sorry, Mike and Alex, for making you guys do burpees 2 days in a row. Ooh. But to be fair, these are half burpees, so I am only half sorry. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Let us recover. Here it is, our final minute. 1 rep of each. 1 plank jack, 1 half burpee, then 2. We go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 1 plank jack, 1 burpee. Back down. 2 plank jacks, 2 burpees. Don't forget, little hop at the end. Or if you need to take the hop out, stand up onto your toes. Give me everything you have in these final 40 seconds. You're going all out. Halfway there. You got this. Finish strong. We're capable of strong things. You can do it. 20 seconds remaining. And more seconds. Lightning round. Pick up that pace if you can. Really push yourself. You only have 3, 2, 1. Move. Mylanta. Grab some water. Towel off. And then you're going to go ahead and meet me in our child's pose. As always. Woo. Really get in that nice deep breath. I couldn't even do full one, so I can only imagine how you guys are feeling right now. You're in our child's pose, seated on our heels, palms on the ground, arms extended, chin to chest. We unlock that lower back. This is where you focus on your breathing now. Nice and slow, in through the nose. Nice and slow, out through the mouth. We're gonna take that nice big inhale through the nose. And then as we exhale, we're gonna slowly walk our hands over to the left, reaching that right arm as far as you can, bringing that nose to your knee. One more nice deep breath here. And with our next inhale, let's bring it back to center. And then slowly exhale over to the right. Woo. Let's go ahead, inhale it back to center. And then from here, our puppy pose, we lift our hips, we slide our hands forward. Once you've reached that highest point, you're gonna drop your forehead gently to the ground and just melt your chest into the ground, into the floor. Feel that stretch shooting through your shoulders and your upper chest. We have 3, 2, 1. We slide our hands back, quadruped, hands and knees. From here, we're gonna lift our knees off the ground, downward dog, upside down V. We push those shoulders back as we pedal out those heels. Depending on how loose or tight your calves are feeling today, maybe you hold one side down before you switch to the other. Whew. Let's go ahead and slowly walk those hands back to our feet. We're in our forward fold. We're gonna take our hands behind our back, interlock them, raise them up as high as you can. Stretch out those shoulders as you fall deeper into this hamstring stretch. Whew. I am so glad I did not teach this class outside today. I don't know how you're doing it, Alex. I am burning up and I'm inside. Slowly, we drop our hands to the ground, and from here, we roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and simple, quad stretch. Pick that right foot up, holding at the ankle, never the toes. Drive that knee straight down. If you need to, arm out to find that balance, or maybe you hold on to a chair, a wall, whatever you might be near. And then let's go ahead. Switching sides, left foot up. Again, drive that knee straight down. You should feel it all in that front right or left thigh. Whew, words are hard now. Let's go ahead, relax. We're gonna take one nice, big, sweeping inhale up. As we exhale that left arm down, we lean it to the left. And then as we inhale, we bring that left arm up. We exhale the right arm down. Lean it to the right. Feel that all down side of your body after all that core work we just did. And then let's inhale it up. Slowly exhale those arms down. One final big sweeping inhale all the way up to the sky. Hold it at the top. Reach those fingers as high as they can go. And then slowly exhale those arms down. Woo! And finally give yourself a nice round of applause because you guys did amazing. Killing this crazy workout I had planned for you guys. You guys are awesome.
Paulina,